Hey guys, Parfax here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use the new event to make a ton of gold per hour. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're coming up to one of the spring bloom events. You can also look in the air and they have like an oil spill looking effect. But the easiest way to do these, and we're going to get into a little bit more strategy stuff like that, is just go to the middle, gather up the blooms, then you can plant your wisps. As it's about to explode, go to the next one, wait. As it's about to explode, go to the next one, and wait. Oh, we can get it down. There we go. Like rapier, just a little riposte, explodes, and boom, we're done. Super easy, super quick. Now, there's a couple things you want to make sure that you're doing, because you're not always going to have it solo. So when you're not soloed, one thing you want to do is if you just want to get those little wispy bloom petals, like I just got there, you want to make sure you place at least one bomb before the portal closes or before the wispy bloom closes. That way you at least get that. But the big thing here is you want to make sure that you hit the wisps at least once with the bomb. The reason for this is that's how you're going to get these, which is the wispy wasp goo. Now, when you get the goo, you can get these, which are premium tokens. These are insanely good. You can get the 600 patterns, and there's a lot of other things you can get with them. They're very, I don't want to say expensive because you can't actually sell them, but each one can make you a decent amount of money, especially after the event ends. So you want to make sure that you are maximizing it as much as possible. Now, the best way to do that is, like I said, to kind of go in the middle. Look like there's a guy there, so oh no, it's just another player there. So we'll see if we can get the wisps. If there's another person on there, it gets a little bit harder. There's definitely somebody on here, and he's on the last one, so we're not even gonna really go for it unless he messes up. He does. Let's see if he brings this wisp over here, and nope. And then he's gonna be, your normal person that doesn't want to help anybody, and he wants to close it, which is just fine. So we're gonna go ahead and rush over here so that we can kind of take control of the event. The first one there, the first one to aggro everybody, the first one to go in the middle is the one that the wisp will follow around pretty much the entire time. Now, you can go to the middle, and anytime you go to the middle, all the wisps will make sure they come to the middle. But as soon as you go away from the middle, they typically go on whoever they aggroed first. So it is very, very important to get there first and be the first one there. Even if they shoot the wisps, they do seem to whoever touches the wisp in the middle first is the one they go off of. We're gonna go you, get you, over here and get this one. And the other guy didn't come over, but these are super quick. Give me some goo. No goo. But that is essentially how you do it. Now we'll go to the marketplace and I'll show you why this is so just super lucrative. Now make sure when you're doing this, you do have your wafers running. This is something I didn't do the first night, the Springtide wafer, because you can get basically extra loot, and extra loot is fantastic. If you don't have any, you can buy them from the vendor, but you get some for doing like the first quest and from just going to the trees and interacting with the trees. To be fair, I found that actually going to the trees isn't as good as actually just going out, and I'm just getting this shrine over here because I haven't gotten it yet. But if you get into a really good spot, which I will show you some here in a second, you don't even really need to go to the trees because, well, you can just get to other spots faster. So let's point out a couple spots that you can go to. So probably the best spot is right here. All through here, there are a ton. You'll actually see on my server, now I do have a very high populated server. There's a decent amount of people here. When I was here just with my buddy and I, the first, I think it was about the second night, I should say, they basically spawned infinitely, and we just stood there, and sometimes we'd have 6 of them right next to each other. We just did them over and over and over again, and it was fantastic. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have my wafers, so we didn't get a chance to get that double proc, and I didn't get nearly as many goo as I did when I was using the wafers. Then also, you can go up here to Windsward. All around here is very good, and actually across the pond here, all the way through here is pretty good for Monarch's Bluff as well. There's a few places like in Brightwood, and there's actually places everywhere. These are the ones that I just know that I've done a little bit. There's not a ton here in First Light. I've checked a few spots, but I haven't been able to find a really good spot. But this spot here in Cutlass is insanely good. There's not a whole lot around there either. Mainly through like right here. It is super, super good. And if you can get there, definitely check it out. If not, maybe go through Windsward here and then maybe a little bit of Monarch's Bluff. There's some everywhere, but those are the spots I've seen that have just had, you know, numerous amounts of portals, seen 7 portals on your map at the same time. So let's go ahead and see if we can, we'll just go and show you why these are so profitable.
You are doing well.
All right, we're here at the vendor, and the big things are you're either going to look at these green patterns or you're going to look at these legendary patterns. Now, what we can do is let's go ahead. What piece do I need? I actually am going to need a chest piece. So we'll buy 1 medium chest piece. And this is going to be something to look at for down the road a little bit. These are going to be pretty good. Now, are they ever going to be worth it versus maybe 3 of these, or three of these equal 1 of these? I don't know. Or 5 of these is definitely probably never going to be worth 1 of these. But this is luck food, and luck food is always valuable. So we bought a pattern there, and you can even buy some of these are actually pretty good. Let's go with boots are typically something good. Let's just buy a couple light boots and see what they go for. We actually have, let's just buy 5. I mean, we have a ton of tokens. So let's go ahead and Windsward and let's check out the price. This is, in my opinion, if you're not selling shards, this may be the best money per hour that you can actually do. It is pretty crazy. You don't even need to go to town. Now, you do need to, if you never want to go to town, have to craft your sticky bombs. That's what I call them, sticky bombs. But your spirits, but they're super cheap to craft anyway. You can go to town and get some of them, which is the benefit of actually going to town and, you know, collecting the trees. I call them the trees, but they're the big like windmills in the middle. You'll see here, we'll collect them, and we will get some spirits as well. But I haven't really needed to at all because I did craft some. I still have 360 on me. It does give you some dyes, which are really good. But let's go to the trading post now. Remember, these are just going to go up in price after the event's over because these are really, really good patterns. Let's go up here to 1. And is this? That's floral. Here we go. Let's see. This is currently going for $6.49, which is insanely good because these patterns are going to be very good. So let's look at the actual green patterns, which I know are going for more. At least they were yesterday. Let's go down here to, we have 5 light helmets. And they're going for 500 a piece. So this is insanely good money. Do we have any more? I thought I bought boots. Maybe I bought helmets? I passed. Oh no, here we are. Here's boots. Let's see what the sell order is going for. 350. So you can see here they are still going for really good. I mean, within an hour you can easily get 15 goo and a few hundred of the regular tokens. Like, so you can easily get 15 premium tokens plus an additional like 150 springtide tokens, and that's been on the kind of low end. So this is actually really good money per hour, and the price of these patterns are only going to go up after the patch. I've said this many times, and it has been, I can't state it enough. This stuff, everybody has it, and the price is still actually holding at a decent value, especially if we get, you know, new crafting stuff coming up. If the meta changes in season 2, people are going to need to craft some new gear, maybe physical versions a little bit better, but the green patterns are just very good as well. So these are going to be very, very good for you to buy. They're good for you to just sell now, sell later. They're just fantastic patterns, and this is great money per hour. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe like always, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.